So let's just talk about the insertion sort. So the insertion sort is a simple sorting algorithm. It is similar to sorting playing cards in the hand. So the way we sort bunch of cards in the hand, so we pick a particular card and then we put it in the correct position. Similarly, we perform the insertion sort also, and here is the algorithm to perform the insertion sort. So let's just see how we can sort these numbers using the insertion sort. So in the algorithm, we're gonna start from the second element. So we're gonna start from this second element, and we're gonna assume that the first element is already sorted. So this first element is sorted. So first of all, we're gonna pick this element. Now we're gonna compare this current picked element with the previous elements. That means we're gonna pick the current value 3 and we're gonna compare this with the previous element. That means we're gonna compare 3 and 5, and then we're gonna shift the larger elements to the right to create space. So because 5 is larger than the current value 3, that means we're gonna shift this 5 to the right to create space for this picked element, and then we're gonna insert this current element in the correct position. So basically we're gonna shift all the elements to the right which is greater than this current element 3. So because there are no other elements, so we're gonna put this current element into its correct position. So this is our pass 1. So you can see after the pass 1, 2 elements is sorted. Now we have to repeat this same process for all the remaining elements. So in the pass 2, we're gonna pick the next unsorted element which is 1. So that means we're gonna pick the element 1 and we're gonna compare this with all the previous elements. And we're gonna shift all the elements to the right which is greater than the value 1. So because 5 is greater than 1, so we're gonna shift the 5 to the right. And also because 3 is greater than 1, so also we're gonna shift the element 3 to the right. And then we're gonna place this element 1 in the correct position. So after the pass 2, these 3 elements is now sorted. Now we're gonna repeat this process again. Now in the pass 3, we're gonna pick this element 2 and we're gonna compare with all the previous elements. So because 5 is greater than 2, that means we're gonna shift the 5 to the right. And again 3 is greater than 2, that means we're gonna shift 3 to the right. And then 1 is not greater than 2, so that means this is the correct position for this value. So we're gonna put this value in the correct position. So we have put 4 elements in the correct position. Now in the pass 4, we're gonna pick the next unsorted element which is the element 8. So we're gonna compare the value 8 with the previous value 5. So you can see 5 is not greater than 8. That means we're not gonna shift any value. So that means the 8 is in the correct position. So we do not need to perform any kind of shifting. So after the 4th pass, you can see the whole array is now sorted. So all the elements now in the correct position. And this is the process of the insertion sort. So in insertion sort, we pick one element and then we insert it in the correct position. And this way we can repeatedly sort a number of elements. So here is our insertion sort function which takes the array of unsorted elements and the size of the array. So we are using the for loop. So the for loop runs from 1 till the end of the array. So we are starting from 1 because we are assuming that the first element is already sorted. So here the key is the current picked element. So we wanted to put that key into the correct position. So we are using the index j which starts from I-1. That means that starts from this previous position and it will run till the beginning of the array. So here, so in the while loop, we are using the j. So until the j is greater than equal 0, that means until the j reaches till the beginning of the array, we're gonna reduce that j in every iteration. Now in every iteration of this while loop, we're gonna compare this current picked value key with the previous elements. So if we found any value which is greater than the current picked element key, so in that case we're gonna shift that larger element to the next index. So if we found any value which is greater than the current picked value, then we're gonna shift this to the right. Now we're gonna repeat this while loop, and after the end of this while loop, we're gonna put our key into this correct position. And this way we're gonna repeat this process to sort the entire array. So here is the function to perform the insertion sort, and this is the function to print the array. So in the main method, we're gonna use the array. So the array has the elements 5, 3, 1, 2 and 8. So let's just call the function insertion sort, and we're gonna pass the array, and let's now print the sorted array. So we're gonna print the array. So you can see here the array is sorted. Previously the array was unsorted. After performing the insertion sort, you can see the array elements are sorted. So this is the way we can perform the insertion sort. Hope you understand the concept. See you in the next one. Take care.